Good morning. Oh, I'm gonna look at some comments real quick. If this is a brunch, where's the food? Dad jokes, ready to go. I hope that you are all enjoying brunch in your own homes, unless it's nighttime, in which case I hope you're enjoying night snacks in your own home. Should I leave the door open or closed?
I say open.
Great.
It gets hot in here.
It does get hot in here. Where are you watching from? We kind of do this every week, and now we've been doing this for like almost 3 months. So we've got a nice little thing going. I'm actually going to remove that because I got nervous that the comments disappeared. If you would share in the chat where you're watching from. My name is Abigail Flowers, and this is my husband, Quentin. Different bass. Quentin, you want to tell us about?
Yeah,
what
so
you
I am very blessed. I have friends that do things and recommend me for a lot of different things, and I'm very fortunate to have opportunities and doors open for me. And that's how the industry goes, but I just want to say that I've been fortunate enough to do a lot of different things and play a lot of different genres and in different settings. So we had the opportunity to invest in this bass for some things that are on the road. This is smaller, it's a little bit easier to get around for bluegrass, for jazz. There's a pickup that lives on it here, underneath the bridge. It's hard to see. David Gage makes this pickup. It's called the Realist, and not a paid sponsorship, not a spade sponsorship either. Anyways, this is my smaller, less fine-tuned bass, but I've been getting it, working on it with Williams Fine Violins here in Nashville, and the other bass, which is larger and has a C extension, made by Romano Solano for me in 2007, is kind of reserved for more of the classical things, the reading sessions that I do, playing in the opera pit, whenever that'll happen again, and more of that work.
And I'll go ahead and say it's just a cheaper bass as well. Despite Quentin's ability to make it sound expensive, it's a less expensive bass so that we don't feel anxious every time he has to travel with it.
Yeah.
So just trying to protect our other investments.
Yes.
All right, we're going to get started. It's been a busy week. It's been a heavy week. It's been a stressful week. So rather than put together an elaborate theme for this week, we're just playing my favorite songs, and I hope that you really enjoy it. This one's called I Wish You Love, originally by Trenet, French composer, and the lyrics, or the title for the original French version is Que reste-t-il de nos amours. Feel free to share this link now with family and friends who love music, or share later with family and friends who love music. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I wish you bluebirds in the spring to give your heart a song to sing, and then a kiss. But more than this, I wish you love. And in July, a lemonade to cool you in some leafy glade. I wish you health and more than wealth. I wish you love. My breaking heart and I agree that you and I will never be. So with my best, my very best, I set you free. I wish et dans un nuage, le visage devant passer. But most of all, when snowflakes fall, I wish you love. That's I Wish You Love. One of my very favorite songs in the world. So if you are just joining us, if you would check in the chat and let us know where you're watching from, and if by any chance this is your first time watching, we would love for you to introduce yourself, let us know how you found the live stream. We have a lot of regular viewers, which we are incredibly grateful for, and they're fun to chat with while we play tunes for you. The next song that I'm gonna do, is there another thing that I want to say? Oh, if you would take a moment to click the little thumbs up under the video, that's super helpful. First time watching live, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, so these live streams stay available online in perpetuity afterward, and you can go back and watch different themed weeks if you like. Last week I did a set of all original music, and that was fun. I was alone, and it felt like a good, I don't know, I had fun. But we also have Jimmy Van Heusen week. We have the week where I sang in 6 languages. So there's a playlist on my YouTube channel of live streams that you're welcome to check out. And anytime you're watching one of my videos, commenting, clicking the thumbs up, all of those things are super helpful. So thank you to you guys who are consistent viewers and have helped me grow my channel. Great, so we're gonna play another song now called Moon River, and it's by Henry Mancini. I really enjoy this song because a lot of the times when I play it, it inspires people to slow dance. And there's something very magical about playing music for people who are dancing. It's a much more satisfying experience to play music for people who are dancing. So this is Moon River. Oh, I'm gonna start by myself. Moon River, wider than a mile. I am crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're swing round the bend, my huckleberry friend, Moon River, and me, That's Moon River by Henry Mancini. Thank you again for joining us. If you have just recently arrived, my name's Abigail Flowers. This is my husband, Quentin. This is our weekly jazz brunch series, which we are almost at the 3-month mark here. And it's one of the highlights of my week is to prepare music and to share with people. This is, we've been kind of isolated, and Quentin and I are introverts and probably better suited to quarantine life than a lot of people, but it is a privilege to share this time with you guys and to interact via the chat. But now we've come to one of the other highlights of my week, trivia! So, I was looking for a theme for this week, but as I mentioned, it was a busy and heavy week, and I went for the easiest answer, so I Googled June 6th, holidays. So, the first thing that I will mention is today is D-Day, which is...
Just a nice light subject.
Yeah, exactly. Really fun. No, I'm not going to do trivia about D-Day, but I do want to say this is a great opportunity to read about a pivotal moment in American and world history. D-Day, no trivia. June 6, 1944. Also, the code name was Operation Neptune, and it began the liberation of German-occupied France and, quote, laid the foundations for Allied victory on the Western Front. So I would encourage you to read a book, read an article, or watch Saving Private Ryan. So, there is some silly, lighthearted trivia, though, today. I have to get my props for this one. There are a lot of holidays today, and some of them are silly. This is actually one of the less silly holidays today. So, today is National Eyewear Day, which is why I have put on my enormous fake glasses.
Mine are real.
His are real.
They're just very out of date.
Well,
for
mine
subscription.
are real.
They exist in reality.
The first eyeglasses were made in northern Italy, most likely in Pisa, around which date? All right, and you guys get ready to share your answers. A, 300 BC. B, 1290 AD. C, 1640 AD. And D, 1830 AD. Once again, that's A, 300 BC. B, 1290 AD. C, 1640 AD. And D, 1830 AD. Got a lot of answers here.
Yeah, interesting.
What do you think, babe?
I don't think it was 300 BC.
Okay, Quentin says A is out.
That feels very early.
Ooh, I like the variety of answers here.
I don't know. I want to go with C off the bat, but I feel like it could be like the 1600s.
1640.
But my final answer will be B.
It is B.
Yeah.
By 1290. So
it's like just early enough to be surprising.
Yeah. So there had been I think it was called reading stones, like basically simple magnifying glasses, which weren't like worn on your eyes. You just kind of rolled it over. So they had that for a couple hundred years, but then they developed like glasses, and it was like this shape, so you held it kind of above your head, but it was a lot used by priests who had to read because they were the ones who could read. Great. And the mom, Kevin and the Moms is a strong club. Great band name as well. Question number 2. Today is National Yo-Yo Day.
Nice.
Was your brother Zach like deeply into yo-yos?
Deeply into yo-yos. Yes, absolutely. He was in the talent show in elementary school. It was
I just
awesome.
knew that
You
Zach
could feel it.
was a yo-yo boy at some point in his
Absolutely.
life. All right.
Absolutely.
And
And Brandon and I tried to be yo-yo boys.
Naturally,
'Cause Zach is always the
as
coolest.
the younger brothers. All right, National Yo-Yo Day. In 1928, Pedro Flores, a Filipino immigrant to the U.S., opened, Flores, perhaps our distant relative, Brandon, good, I'm glad you're laughing. Pedro Flores, a Filipino immigrant to the United States, opened the Yo-Yo Manufacturing Company in Santa Barbara, California. While this was the first yo-yo company, the toy itself had existed since at least when?
Another year. Okay.
A. 440 BC.
Oof.
B. 150 AD. C. 1290 AD. D. 1861 AD. Once again, A. 440 BC. B. 150 AD. C. 1290 AD. And D. 1861 AD.
Wow, what a span.
What a span indeed.
So,
Let's get
okay.
those answers in, people.
So, I'm going to try to break this down. Yo-yos, I want to say they came from China. I feel like the Chinese invented a lot of great stuff.
Okay.
The world in 440 BC, I feel like was just trying to survive mainly, and so there wasn't enough time for
Okay,
looking
Helen
at
says
something
say them again. I'm saying the answers again.
hanging off your finger. Yeah.
440 BC, 150 AD,
50 AD.
1290 AD, 1861 AD.
AD. Okay.
A.
Okay. Yeah.
This one.
Okay.
This is
Not that.
Jesus.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Big bunny mug, yes.
150. I think that's still too early. I think we're
5, 4.
C. 1290. Is that it?
Quentin says 1290.
1290.
It is
Such a
440 BC.
No way.
Yeah, there's like a Greek vase with a little boy playing with a yo-yo. They found terracotta yo-yos.
Wow.
Yo-yos have always been a thing.
Okay.
I mean, for a long time. All right. Mom's killing it so far.
Wow.
All right. Today is also National Applesauce Cake Day. And the first note I have written down is, not everything needs a day, folks. National Applesauce Cake Day. I think that's stupid.
It seems pretty necessary.
And it was impossible to write a trivia question about applesauce cake because it doesn't matter. So instead, I have a trivia question about apples. There's a lot more to know about apples than applesauce cake. All right, I can take off my glasses now.
Pretty specific.
I-word day. Yeah, June 6th, big day. The world's largest apple peel was created by Kathy Waffler Madison on October 16th, 1976 in Rochester, New York. How long was the world's largest apple peel created by Kathy?
I'm going to say whatever's closest to 50 yards. That's what
50
just
yards
gut
would be
reaction.
150 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. A, 18 feet. Longest apple peel. A, 18 feet. B, 96 feet. C, 134 feet. D, 172 feet. Once again, longest apple peel. A, 18 feet. B, 96 feet. C, 134 feet. D, 172 feet.
I'm just going to say, 172 feet.
Mommy
I'm going to
says
stick
96.
with it.
You
That
say
seems a little bit
172.
wild.
You see it
But
just
I'm
super
going to
wild.
stick with my gut
A,
reaction
B.
to 50 yards.
You guys, it's 172 feet
Woo!
and 4 inches.
Wow.
Kathy Waffler Madison, trailblazer. And I think that's stupid, but not as stupid as applesauce cake day. All right, we're gonna play some more music for you now. This next song is not jazz. Far be it from me to be the gatekeeper or determinant of what is and is not jazz, but I can confidently say, what was the size of that apple? That's a great question. I should have done more research into the apple peel. This is a song called La Camisa Negra by Juanes. Yeah, probably a very thin peel. You can manipulate the circumstances, but the thinner you get with the peel, the greater the risk of tearing. So she was a bold young woman. Like I said, trailblazer. Risky.
70s, man.
Tengo la camisa negra, hoy mi amor está de luto. Hoy tengo en el alma una pena y es por culpa de tu embrujo. Y sé que tú ya no me quieres y eso es lo que más me hiere. Que tengo la camisa negra y una pena que me duele. Mal parece que solo me quedé y fue pura todita tu mentira. Que maldita mala suerte la mía que aquel día te encontré por beber del veneno malevo de tu amor. Yo quedé moribundo y lleno de dolor. Respiré de ese humo amargo de tu adiós. Desde que tú te fuiste, yo solo tengo la camisa negra, porque negra tengo el alma. Yo por ti pedí la calma y casi pierdo hasta mi cama. Cama, cama, come on, baby, te digo con disimulo. Tengo la camisa negra y debajo tengo el difunto. Tengo la camisa negra, ya tu amor no me interesa. Lo que ayer me supo a gloria, hoy me sabe pura. Miércoles por la tarde, tú que no llegas, ni siquiera muestras señas. Yo con la camisa negra y tus maletas en la puerta. Mal parece, solo me quedé y fue pura todita tu mentira. Que maldita mala suerte la mía que aquel día te encontré por beber del veneno malevo de tu amor. Yo quedé moribundo y lleno de dolor. Respiré de ese humo amargo de tu adiós. Desde que tú te fuiste, yo solo tengo la camisa negra, porque negra tengo el alma. Yo por ti pedí la calma y casi pierdo hasta mi cama. Cama, cama, come on, baby, te digo con disimulo. Tengo la camisa negra y debajo tengo el difunto. Tengo la camisa negra, porque negra tengo el alma. Yo por ti pedí la calma y casi pierdo hasta mi cama. Cama, cama, come on, baby, te digo con disimulo. Tengo la camisa negra y debajo tengo el difunto. That is one of my favorite songs. Yeah, funky and beautiful fingerboard on your bass. You were just telling me about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tune a little bit.
Okay.
Where is my tune?
This is most bass fingerboards are made of very dark black ebony, and I'm actually not entirely sure if this is just a light ebony fingerboard. This is a factory made instrument by Engelhardt, Hardt, and Engel with an E. You can Google around and find it. But plywood construction, and I should know more about the materials, but it's still a very hard wood, but it might not be. It's just not the typical very dark black ebony fingerboard that most double basses and the other instruments in the string viol family use.
But it's dark from use and finger.
Oh yeah,
right?
there's some wear on it. This was an old bluegrass bass that's seen many a fiddle festival from back in the day. So this is, it came from the factory all with this like coated probably polyurethane finish on all of it, and it's been worn down since its birth in the late 90s, I'm told. That's all I know.
Great decade. Cool, we're gonna keep playing. Again, that song is called La Camisa Negra by Juanes. And plywood makes it more robust to changes in temperature and humidity.
Totally.
Exactly.
Yep, absolutely.
Her partner is a bassist as well.
Yeah.
So I learned Spanish in middle school, which is more ethical to use because they normally will cut down a tree and not use it if it's B grade. Interesting. He said something about B grade. I don't know. We'll read it later.
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot from Kevin about ebony.
Hey, never apologize for being a bass geek here. This is, in this home, bass geeks are celebrated. I learned Spanish starting in middle school. I was homeschooled until 8th grade, and when I went to 8th grade, I started Spanish classes. And I can only say that learning Spanish felt like waking up to something that I already knew, and it began a love of languages, which is why in recent years I've gotten brave enough to try languages that I'm not naturally good at, like French and Portuguese, and Italian, and most recently Hawaiian. And if you would like to hear me sing in all of those languages, you can find the language-themed jazz brunch in the live stream playlist. And I think that studying other languages, whether you're good at it or not, is a wonderful way to expand your worldview. It's so interesting how languages and ways of thinking, languages and cultures and ways of thinking develop together. And so the language of a culture reflects differences in that culture. And I just think it's fascinating that, there's not one-to-one translations for everything because language grows in tandem with culture, and it's just fascinating. So I'm currently using Duolingo. I know a number of viewers are as well. I'm currently using Duolingo to learn Italian. I have been doing so for 347 days straight. I missed one day in there, but I used the little streak repair button. But 346 out of 347 days. When I get to a full year, I'm going to pick a new language. What language are you studying, be it on Duolingo or elsewhere? And what should I study next? Probably French, honestly. But speaking of French, this song is called La Vie en Rose. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit du mot d'amour, du mot de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur, il n'a pas de banlieue dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, la juré pour la vie. Et dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat. Hold me close and hold me fast. This magic spell you cast. This is la vie en rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs. And though I close my eyes, I see la vie en rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom.
And I like you.
He talks to me that way all the time, not just on camera. Yes, it's time for round true of trivia. I do also want to say I was interacting with Diane in the comments. Diane is also an accomplished jazz vocalist, ukulele player, and has a weekly live stream on Saturdays with her upright bassist. So Diane, if you would drop a link to your YouTube channel or where people can find your live stream. If you enjoy this, you will enjoy her live stream, and I believe today they're focusing on music by Black composers, so you don't want to miss that.
Mm-hmm.
And
really
it's
great stuff. Very impressive musicality, musicianship.
Yeah, we were watching
all around.
last
It's
week.
really, really nice.
Pretty sick stuff. All right, it's time for trivia round 2. Today is National. I can do this because these are all okay. Today is National Trails Day, which is a celebration initiated by the American Hiking Society, but they've suspended promotion of National Trails Day this year. Visit AmericanHiking.org to learn more about National Trails Day and how they are celebrating it this year.
True.
Indeed, Quentin wins. Okay,
Noted.
question number 1. Today is National Black Bear Day, and I'm wearing my Yellowstone shirt, which features a family of black bears, and it says, hey look, a menu, because they've got the little decals of people on their car. I think it's cute.
Yeah, we like the dark humor a little bit.
If you haven't yet, I would love for you to do the little thumbs up guy on the video. Just a shameless plug for myself. Great, National Black Bear Day. The average lifespan of a wild American black bear is 18 years. What is the record for the longest living black bear? A, 29 years. Remember, our baseline, 18 in the wild. Average. 29 years, A. B, 32 years. C, 44 years. D, 49 years. Again, that's A, 29. B, 32. C, 44. And D, 49.
So this is average black bear in the wild has an average lifespan of 18 years, and this is the oldest recorded age of a black bear.
Any black bear. Yeah,
in the wild or captivity.
exactly.
Okay. 42 was the number that popped into my brain. I know 44 and 49 are both options. What are the other ones? 29?
29, 32, 44, 49.
I missed a bunch of the answers scrolling by, so I
That's
can't.
Can't cheat, can't pull the audience.
I want it to be 49. I'm gonna say 44.
Quentin
And
is
the
right.
C. Yeah.
It's 44 years in the captive. The known record for a wild black bear is 39 years though.
Still good.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. 39 or 44 years. Great. This trivia
Guessing
question,
good today.
this is going to be my controversial trivia question for today.
Jeez.
And I know that Quentin will know the answer.
Jeez. Will I though?
I think you will. All right. This is a controversial trivia question related to one of today's holiday. I want you to know that this comes in the spirit of education, not in the spirit of judgment. Bear with me.
Bear.
Which of the following is a known human carcinogen, meaning it is known to cause cancer in some people, in some circumstances, not in all people, in all circumstances, according to the International Agency for Research on Cancer.
And these are smart people. I didn't mean to. My sign.
Yes, no, I know.
I know where this is going.
A, formaldehyde. B, asbestos. C, alcoholic beverages. Or D, processed meat. Once again. A, formaldehyde. B, asbestos. C, alcoholic beverages. D, processed meat.
Yeah.
You can hold while the people give
Yeah.
their...
You should not eat asbestos. I'll say that.
Right?
That's
We
not
do-
good for you.
We do have a winner in the comments.
Formaldehyde is also not, great for consumption, I'm told.
We've got a few winners
Yeah.
here.
I did get in a small fight with somebody that wanted to be real snarky uncalled for.
Was it me?
No.
Because that's also me.
Is it?
What is the answer? What do you believe the
Well,
answer is?
I thought we were talking about processed meat. Is the carcinogen?
All of the above.
All of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all carcinogens.
Yeah, they're all that. But
which is not to say they all cause cancer all the time, but I do think we should make informed and intentional decisions about what we consume. Never consume asbestos or formaldehyde, but processed meat and alcohol, just make sure you're informed and, doing your research, considering your family history, all of these things. Yeah. Today is National Bubbly Day, which is sparkling wine. So that was our National Bubbly Day question.
Speaking of the band Poison.
Okay.
Bubbly.
All right. Today is National Prairie Day. Founded by the Missouri Prairie Foundation in 2016, National Prairie Day is celebrated the first Saturday of June every year. Its mission, they spelled it wrong. Its mission is to enhance public awareness of what prairie is, educate about its value, and motivate all who learn about prairie to be inspired to support prairie protection, conservation, restoration, enjoyment, and the ecological concepts found there. I'm not going to ask a question about prairie, but I'm going to ask a prairie adjacent question that has to do with my own personal interests. So, bison or buffalo used to live on the prairie. They have been driven out and now primarily live in conservation areas. Yellowstone is apparently the only place where bison have lived continually since forever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I should have done. Anyway, bison, ever since, so my father-in-law took the two of us. I'm sorry, Helen was not able to come. Sore subject.
Because she was so dedicated to educating
That's right.
those in Plano ISD.
That's right. We took an amazing trip to Yellowstone, I guess 2 years ago now. Whew. And it was amazing. And I had one of the coolest moments of my life with a buffalo there. I really like bison buffalo now. So, bison can run up to blank miles per hour and jump up to 6 feet vertically. I'm just giving you that one. They can jump up to 6 feet vertically. And we watched it happen. It was pretty tight. All right.
And they're heavy.
Big boys. And girls.
And ladies.
But, alliteration. So, A, bison can run up to 18 miles per hour.
At least.
B, 28 miles per hour.
At least.
C, 40 miles per hour. D, 50 miles per hour. Once again, the jumping bison was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
It's wild.
A, 18. B, 28. C, 40. D, 50.
Yeah. So just once we're at 28 already, which I do believe that they can run faster than 28 miles an hour, that's already faster than you. So if you think just general advice for the next time in your regular life that you're out by a bison, you're not going to outrun it. And if it's a wild animal, I don't know. Don't test the boundaries of being cute with a bison.
That's right.
Because they'll mess you up.
What's your answer?
I'm going to say 50. 50 miles per hour.
I really value your respect of the bison. It's 40.
It's 40?
Which is crazy.
I thought because
they can run up to 40 miles an hour.
That's moving.
I know. That's faster than I would drive on my street because I care about my neighbors and myself.
That's what most 19-year-olds are driving in residential areas.
So
think about that.
So that's the end of trivia for today. I want you to know that today is also National Higher Education Day, National Gardening Exercise Day, to which I say, what? National Drive-In Movie Day. So June 6th, big day for everyone, especially applesauce people, whatever your deal is. All right, we've got two more.
Sometimes we go through things and there's stress and you really just want to take it out on one
applesauce cake.
Maybe it's a non-delivered blender. Maybe it's applesauce cake.
Pray for our blender to arrive, y'all. So one thing I wanted to say about trivia. I would love to do a trivia, great song. I would love to do a trivia theme of viewer submitted questions. So like my friend Alex knows a lot, arguably too much, about birds. So whatever your hobby or area of enthusiasm is, I would love for you to follow the link to my email in the description of this video. It's contact@abigailflowersmusic.com, or it might be a different one. Anyway, my email address is in the description. Email me a trivia question about some weird thing that you're interested in, and I would love to do a trivia week that is just dedicated to viewer submitted questions and interests. So please send in a question about something you're interested in. This song is new to me. This is the only one that is a stretch for me this week. And one of my Patreon patrons requested a tutorial for this song, and so I finally was forced to learn it. I finally had the privilege of studying this song, and it's called Stars Fell on Alabama. Quite beautiful. Ella and Lewis, great recording. Here we go. Just first two. 1, 2, 3, 4. We lived our little drama. We kissed in a field of white, and stars fell on Alabama last night. I can't forget the glamour your eyes held a tender light, and stars fell on Alabama last night. I never thought in my imagination a situation, thank you, so heavenly, a fairyland where no one else can enter, and in the center, just you and me, dear. My heart beat like a hammer, hammer, hammer. My arms wrapped around you tight, and stars fell on Alabama last night. I never planned in my imagination a situation so heavenly, a fairyland where no one else can enter, and in the center, just you and me, dear. My heart beat like a hammer, my arms wrapped around it tight, and stars fell on Alabama last night. Sorry, I didn't talk about an ending before. We got there. We heard it.
Hell yeah.
Stars fell on Alabama. As I said, new to me. You got a nice view into my creative process and my learning process there. So we just have one more song for you. And so I want to say thank you so much. Ooh, I flipped right to it. Thank you so much for watching. If you love what we're doing, you can subscribe to my channel. You can go to my website, abigailflowersmusic.com, which is also linked in the description, to sign up for my email list. I'm just going to send out one email a month. It's going to contain links to these live streams, and any other highlights of what I'm doing. So that's on the front page of my website. There's also a link to my Patreon page if you are interested in learning more about ukulele or music theory. Thank you. Hey, Paolo, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're interested in learning more about music theory, ukulele, ear training, whatever, visit me on Patreon, and there's a bunch of different options there. There's also links to, some people have asked how to support my freshly monetized YouTube channel, and so one way you can do that is by turning on my, there's a playlist linked in the description here called Ukulele Tutorial Playlist, and those are all ad enabled videos of my original content. You can put that on in the background. As long as you don't skip ads, that earns me money and costs you no money. So if you are one of those people who has asked for a way to support that, that is the link. And I think that's it. We'll be here every week. We are looking forward to sharing more music with you. If you are going out and protesting, our hearts are with you, and we hope you stay safe. Wear your mask, be careful, be wise. I hope you are safe. And we are sending love to everyone out there watching today. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. Any last words? Great. This is called Dream a Little Dream of Me. Hi from Eugene. Thank you guys so much for joining. All right. Dream a little. Oh, I'm sorry. I do want to say one more thing. At the end of last week's Jazz Brunch, I shared a little bit of my heart and where I'm at with what is going on in our country. And the short version of that is that I am excited for every opportunity to pursue racial equity in our country. And I know a lot of people have a lot of thoughts and feelings about that. And so if you have any interest in talking with me further about my thoughts, what I'm reading, what I'm doing, to pursue that goal, I would love for you to email me. I did get an email this past week from a viewer who just shared stories and thoughts, and I so appreciated him taking the time to just just share it with me, because I think that is an important vehicle for connection and change and humanity. So please feel free to email me if you want to talk about anything. Great. Here we go. Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in a sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me while I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. That a boy Still craving your kiss. I'm craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just say this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be here next Saturday at 11 a.m. Central. Please feel free to share this link with family and friends who love music. Even if they weren't able to watch live, you can always watch back later, and check out the links in the description of this video for all the stuff I referenced earlier. Okay, I hope you guys have a safe and wonderful week. We'll see you next week.